Just let's play the whole lick for one time. Yeah, hello. So this is the new line. I want to show you this line from like Kurt Rosenwinkel, sorry. And it's just like super cool. So I'm going to show you this line, which is like a 16-note line on a dominant 7th chord, very slowly again. And you can find it on the record Electric Outlet. If you don't know it, you have to check it out. It's such a cool record from John Scofield, and the tune, I have been talking about the tune before, but it's actually pretty easy. It has 3 chords like A minor, F sharp half diminished, and G sus. And then it modulates just to like C minor, A half diminished, and B flat sus4, and that's the chord where he's playing this line. So I really want to show you how you can play this line and want to break it down into sections. I want to discover a little bit why he can play so fast. So the tempo is quarter notes, 140 beats per minute, but the line is 60 notes, so it's pretty fast. One thing that he does, he's playing hammer-on and pull-offs, so not picking every note. That already makes it way easier. And another thing that I just realized, what is so important, is to think ahead. So while you're playing, and it sounds like a cheap trick, sort of is, to think about the next chord. So it's all about the headspace that you're in while you're playing a line. And it's a B flat sus, but you can really practically think about it as a B flat 7 chord. So don't be spooked out by a sus chord, just play a dominant 7th chord. And I'm going to take this voicing, which is really like only shell voicing, as a reference point to explain this line, because I think it's always good if we don't separate scales and arpeggios and chords, but if we sort of meld them together. So the first part is just, you can play it entirely in the 7th position like this, right? So you're picking every note starting from above. And hammering on the last note. This is the D of the B flat. So he's starting on the 3rd and playing a chromatic line up to the 5. That's something that happens very often in bebop. It's sort of a bebop line. And then back to the 3, 9, root, this is the first part of the lick. It's all 60 notes and he's starting on the 3. And an exercise that is really very good is to sort of listen to the recording and count the 1, 2, 3, 4 so that you would know where you come in. Right? So I'm always using the Anytube Pro app, and I'm building those loops. It's a good idea to build a loop that's a little bit longer than the lick itself, so that it gives you the time to count. So I'm going to demonstrate. 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Wow, I love that. I love that. So in general, exercises like this, counting, and maybe then playing like really a simple version of the chord to the song that you want to learn. It's a really good exercise. So basically, right, we're starting with this like bebop line. on the B flat 7, and then he continues sort of so starting on the D again, but then playing in E. That's the sharp 11. Sort of he's thinking about the chord now like a B flat mixed with sharp 11. Right? He's thinking about that chord in another way. And then just let's play those two parts. Then it sort of gets very chromatic, so we're starting again. F melodic minor. Right, because the F melodic minor scale, that's B flat mixed with sharp 11. And then we have this little snippet where it's going back to the 3 again. That's very convenient for me because I have a tendency of playing a lot of 3s on chords to make it clear. So it's going back just chromatically on F. And then, so it's enclosures if you want to. So chromatically to the 3. And then chromatically to the 5. Always seeing the shape of the chord. Just I'm playing it here. That's a very cool snippet. And then the last snippet is from the E flat. Because now we're already approaching the C minor chord. It's like the minor third to the root and the 7. While you're playing, you have to have like really a deep concentration. So maybe the way you start to practice this line is slowly and then gradually over days getting it up to speed. Also this burst method, you know, like starting with 2 notes and playing them as fast as possible. And then 3. Stimmt das? Yeah. So and here I was unclear what the next note is, and then of course I can't play it fast, and sometimes it's just like if you're not sure what you're playing, you know, if it's just like a little bit of being unsure, it already doesn't help you play faster. So this is fun, the burst method, playing the line all over and over again. Stick to one fingering if you want to play fast. And then yes, those 3 chords, right? Each chord lasts for 2 bars. C minor, A half diminished, and B flat. So we have a 6-bar chord phrase. And if that repeats, it will feel different. And just be sure that you start this phrase in the first bar of the B flat 7 sus on the 3. Because the 3 and the 1 sort of are similar, but it's a cool place to start a phrase. And if you have been transcribing some stuff, I'm sure, especially also in bebop, people start a lot on the 3 because it sort of gives the impression it could be the 1, but it isn't the 1. If you know what I mean. Yes, so there's also going to be a sheet with this line. And yes, just listen to this recording. I think it's one of John Scoville's best playing of this area. And I see you next week. Have fun. Bye.